The vast, sun-drenched grasslands of southern Africa are home to one of the most magnificent creatures on our planet. This is the white rhinoceros, a true giant of the animal kingdom. It is a remarkable sight to behold, a living relic from a prehistoric age, moving with a slow and deliberate grace across the savanna. These immense animals are an essential part of the African landscape, their powerful forms a familiar silhouette against the golden horizon. They spend their days peacefully grazing, their lives intricately woven into the fabric of this ancient and wild place, a testament to the enduring power of nature. One might imagine such a large and powerful animal to be a solitary beast, but that is not always the case for the white rhino. While older males often prefer a life of solitude, females and their young calves frequently form small groups, known as crashes. These family units provide safety and companionship. Watching a mother tenderly guide her calf through the tall grasses is a truly heartwarming experience. It is a gentle reminder that even the most formidable of creatures possess a deep capacity for care and social connection, a behavior that helps them thrive in their challenging environment. These rhinos are most active during the cooler parts of the day, in the early morning and late afternoon, to avoid the intense African heat. When the sun is at its highest and most punishing, they seek out shade under acacia trees or find a welcoming mud wallow. Rolling in the cool, wet mud is not just for pleasure, it serves a vital purpose. The thick layer of mud acts as a natural sun cream, protecting their sensitive skin from the sun's harsh rays. It also helps to keep biting insects and other parasites at bay, providing much-needed relief and comfort. The presence of the white rhino shapes the very land it inhabits. As one of the largest land mammals, its grazing habits play a crucial role in maintaining the health of the grasslands. By trimming the grasses, they create open spaces that allow other smaller herbivores to feed and thrive. They are, in a sense, gardeners of the savanna, their daily activities contributing to the rich biodiversity of their ecosystem. Their sheer size and power command respect, yet they move through their world with a surprising gentleness, a quiet force that helps to keep the delicate balance of the African bush in perfect harmony. One of the most curious things about the white rhinoceros is, in fact, its name. If you were to see one, you would quickly notice that it is not white at all. Its thick, folded skin is a distinct shade of gray, sometimes appearing lighter or darker depending on the color of the mud it has recently wallowed in. The name is a fascinating example of how a simple misunderstanding in language can last for centuries. It has created a common misconception about this animal, but the true story behind its name is far more interesting and tells us something important about the rhino itself. The origin of the name white rhino has nothing to do with its color. It is believed to be a mistranslation of the Afrikaans word wijd. In Afrikaans, a language spoken widely in southern Africa, where these rhinos are found, wijd means wide. Early Dutch-speaking settlers used this word to describe the animal's most prominent feature: its very wide, square-shaped mouth. This descriptive name perfectly captures the rhino's primary adaptation for feeding, a key characteristic that sets it apart from its relatives and defines its way of life on the open plains of Africa. When English speakers arrived in the region, they heard the word wide and likely confused it with the English word white. The name stuck, and so this gray giant became known to the world as the white rhinoceros. This linguistic error has been passed down through generations, and it continues to cause confusion today. It is a wonderful lesson in how names can sometimes be deceiving. To truly understand this animal, we must look past its misleading name and focus on its remarkable biology and the real meaning behind that original descriptive Afrikaans term. This wide mouth is not just a minor detail, it is the key to the white rhino's survival. It is perfectly designed for grazing, allowing the animal to crop large amounts of short grass with each bite, much like a living lawnmower. The wide, flat lips are incredibly efficient, enabling the rhino to consume the vast quantities of vegetation it needs to sustain its enormous body. This specialization is what allows it to flourish in its grassy habitat, a feature that was so rightly observed by those early settlers, even if their words were later lost in translation. When we speak of African rhinos, it is important to know that there are two distinct species, the white rhino and the black rhino. Despite their names, both are gray. The real differences between them are far more significant than color. The most obvious distinction, as we have learned, is the shape of their mouths. The white rhino's wide, flat mouth is for grazing on grass, while the black rhino has a pointed, prehensile upper lip. This hook-like lip is used to grasp leaves and twigs from bushes and trees, making it a browser, not a grazer. This difference in diet leads to a difference in habitat and behavior. You will find the white rhino out on the open grasslands, its head held low as it mows its way across the savanna. In contrast, the black rhino prefers denser, bushy areas where it can find plentiful shrubs and trees to feed on. Size is another key difference. The white rhino is considerably larger and heavier than its cousin, often weighing over 2,000 kilograms. The black rhino is smaller and more agile, a trait that helps it navigate the thick vegetation of its preferred home. Their temperaments also tend to be quite different. The white rhino is generally known for its more placid and sociable nature. It is often seen in small groups and is less likely to charge unless it feels directly threatened, particularly a mother protecting her calf. The black rhino, on the other hand, has a reputation for being more solitary, shy, and quick to react. It is often described as being more aggressive, though this is usually a defensive response to perceived danger. These contrasting personalities are shaped by their different lifestyles and the environments they inhabit. Understanding these differences is crucial for conservation efforts. Each species requires a unique approach to protection, as they face different challenges and rely on different types of habitat. By appreciating what makes each rhino unique, from the shape of its mouth to its social structure, we can better work to ensure that both of these incredible species continue to roam the African continent. They are two sides of the same ancient coin, each perfectly adapted to its own niche, and both are equally deserving of our protection and admiration. The white rhinoceros is often called a gentle giant, and for good reason. Despite its immense size and strength, its daily life is one of peaceful grazing. It is a calm and relatively sociable animal, a disposition that allows us to observe it more easily in the wild. This gentle nature has made the white rhino an iconic symbol of African wildlife, representing the serene and majestic side of the natural world. It embodies a quiet strength, a powerful presence that does not rely on aggression, making it a beloved figure for people all over the globe. This iconic status is incredibly important for conservation. The white rhino acts as a flagship species. Its familiar, gentle image helps to raise awareness and support for protecting not just the rhino itself, but its entire ecosystem. When people are moved by the plight of this magnificent animal, they are more likely to support efforts that protect the savannas, the other animals that live there, and the communities that are working to save them. The fight to save the white rhino is therefore a fight to preserve the rich biodiversity of Africa as a whole. Sadly, this gentle giant faces a grave threat from poaching. Its horn, which is made of keratin, the same material as our fingernails, is wrongly believed to have medicinal properties in some cultures. This has created a dangerous illegal market, driving rhinos to the brink of extinction. Conservationists are working tirelessly to protect them through anti-poaching patrols, monitoring, and community education. These efforts are a constant battle, a race against time to ensure that future generations will have the chance to see these incredible animals in the wild. The white rhinoceros is more than just an animal. It is a vital part of our planet's natural heritage. Its survival depends entirely on our actions. By supporting conservation work and spreading awareness, we can help to protect these gentle giants from the threats they face. We must ensure that their story does not end in tragedy, but continues as a symbol of hope and successful conservation. The future of Africa's gentle giant is in our hands, and we have a profound responsibility to secure its place on our shared planet for many, many years to come.